I don't know if that cut on in time, but what up? Welcome to my channel. My channel filled with all the things. I'm Dutchy. It's Wednesday. It's been a very exciting week so far. I hope everyone's having a good week themselves. Halfway through, and then Memorial Day weekend here in the U.S. I don't know what other places celebrate that, but I don't know. Hang out with me, vibe with me, chat with me. Please like and subscribe. Be a good human always and of age, because that is important. Both of those things. Definitely being of age. Being a good human sounds like it should be common sense, but we know how it goes. Me in and out of the chat. I got a lot of cool stuff. I went to my first auction today. Wow. It was crazy. It was cool. I made friends. These actually came from the auction as well. I won my first bid. I was like, oh snap. It was interesting because I seen some people that I buy from the flea market from, or I buy stuff at the flea market from, yeah. And it was interesting because they were like looking at me like, and I'm like, yeah, I see what's happening here. One of the ladies, I like beat her in the bid, and it was one of the ladies that I buy stuff from the flea market, so I felt a little bad. But I made friends with like all the right people, like all full circled in that experience. The first guy that I talked to was just a guy sitting in the chair, and you could tell he was just like watching and stuff, and I was like, how does this thing go? How does this run down here? And he was like, he's just spilling it all out, letting me know how the auction runs down, how much things usually are priced, and what you take, and whatever, the good stuff, the good informational stuff. And then later on, these other two people were like, you're new here. And I was like, maybe. But I went a few years back, but it was like, nah, it was definitely more organized now. But it was an interesting experience. But when I met the two other people later, and they're like, you're new here, they worked there, and I told them that the guy in the chair had told me everything, and they started busting out laughing. They're like, really? You don't really talk like that. But I heard him he was the one that writes down the price too. Turns out I didn't realize he was the one, but he writes down like the price when the bidding's going on. He has another person like kind of keep an eye for him, but he's pretty much the auctioneer. It's pretty cool. So I was wondering if that was gonna happen. So I talked to the right person, so I was like, oh, that worked out great. And then you could tell he was like, you won your first bin, kid. And I was like, yeah. I felt like I was like in Storage Wars, but like Auction Wars, but it wasn't. But a few people were getting rowdy in there. I was like, fight. No, I'm just kidding. It was funny. Yoked. Like strong. Is that what you're saying? Go and sleep? Not yet. Hi, I won these. I won a bunch of shit, not just these, but they were just like some random, like, I guess like a little bonus for me in here. And I was thinking about putting holes in them so I can make them into like disposable potters, not attachment thing, you know, because I am trying to plant new stuff all the time around here. So I was like, all right, I'll put some holes in the bottom of them, use them. I'm pretty excited to see if I can sell the stuff that I got from the bin. I got a lot of cool stuff. There's a couple things I'm keeping for sure. But I got some art pieces. And I went and took them to a place that I know sells like art pieces. And I've known the owner for a very long time, so I was like, here, take a few of these. so I don't have a bunch of stuff. But I can definitely tell, like, how people become hoarders, because a lot of it is trash, and then you have, like, a few good pieces in these bins, and you really have to want to dig, and it's so disgusting that I'm like... So I eyeballed this bin, and it honestly didn't have that much stuff in it, but I saw a cardinal painting, and I was like, I think this bin is something. And anyone that knows me, I'm into my spiritual stuff, so it was definitely an angel sign. So I was like, maybe I should look at it more, because a lot of the stuff was like filled to the rim, but there's just a bunch of trash, and then sometimes they'll put glassware on top of it, so you can't really dig through some of these bins, so you're really guessing. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna listen to intuition. It's gonna guide me to a good bin, and it did. I got a lot of books. Very exciting. I like to clip up like collage pieces and stuff, so some of them are going to be awesome for that. Maybe I'll sell some of them. There's a few I want to keep, so that's cool. Keeping is not going to be definitely as much as I got, but I would say I definitely got a smaller bin. Not many people were like looking at it like that, because these people are like, I don't want to say they're hoarders, but these other bins were insane. And as soon as I started bidding, they were like, what is in here, you know? So I was like, that's how I gotta play, like, my poker face, you know? But the guys were like, make sure you use your poker face and stay strong. Use your voice. I was like, oh my gosh. It was interesting. I was like kind of filling out the vibe and the energy too. And there was another lady that I've seen at the flea market, and she almost sold me a dollhouse. Good price too, but I already got a little dollhouse like last year, so I was like, I can't. That's how you become a hoarder. But I was like, no. I keep some stuff, but I like to really flip. So I don't like to like keep. But it is cool if I decide to keep it, I could still decide to flip it if I don't want it later, you know? Hang out with it, it could be a vibe, and then flip it, make some dollars, you know? But it was a fun experience. There's another one tomorrow, and it's like $1.50 per pound for clothes. So I am curious what's in the clothes. So I may go tomorrow. I kind of want to go fishing again before Memorial Day weekend, because I know Friday really starts that for some people, and then definitely over the weekend to Monday. And I don't want to be out there with all the hooligans. I just do not. And I don't want to go back to the beach right now. All that seaweed was a freaking nightmare. I was like, no, we're done. What's really cute about this, though, for me, is that I painted some buckets that I had and made my own little potters out of them. And I moved a couple outside. So I didn't want it to look tacky. But these were already painted, and they have little hearts on it. So if it breaks, hopefully it doesn't. I cracked it a little bit, but if it breaks, I'm not like freaking out over it. I should do a test run with some soil in it first, so I am curious, because it's feeling a little flimsy, but I think if it's on the ground stable, like, it'll be okay. So maybe we should do a test run before I destroy all these with holes in it. From the hooligans, I really can't. I can't hang anymore. I mean, I can, but I just, energy-wise, getting too wise for all that. Back in the day, I was like a cool cat. Now I'm like a cool grandma still, but more into my grandma hobbies. Who's laughing? Oh, hold on. I missed a bunch of stuff. Story of my life. What up, Millowuff? I still gotta figure out those songs. I think there's like 2 or 3. There may be 1, but I want to say 2 or 3. Thanks, Anonymous. Where's the doggies? Right here. We just went on a good little walk, and I've just fed them. I have some stuff out here that I got from the auction, so I'm like, nah, I organized everything, so, and I went through and I cleaned stuff, but I'm like organizing in my brain where it's gonna go, because I can't leave all this stuff out here. It's interesting. There was one drumstick in there. And drumsticks are like a little angel sign for me too. But I did think it was interesting. There was one drumstick. Yeah, I'm going to plant more tomatoes, more everything. I have a bunch of seeds, so this is going to be like my starter pots, and then I can move them over to the garden bed. Oh, time traveler. What do you know? No, what kind of fruit is that? I have to look that up. Melloweth. Croatia, that reminds me of 90 Day Fiance. There's a few people. Prince or MJ? I don't know. I really did. MJ stuff threw me off for obvious reasons that won't be talked about, which is confusing. Because he does have good music. But I love some Prince. I even have a Prince shirt. I love some Prince. Purple rain. I started hearing the song. And Dove. I love Dove. Yeah. I think I'm going back up in the chat because I don't like to miss things that are like good conversations. Hoarding, I mean, I come from like a really crazy family life, so I feel like sometimes, I don't know, hoarding can happen for many, many reasons, but for me personally, I moved a lot as a kid, so we lost a lot of things. As an adult, when I started trying to like be an entrepreneur, like finances changed with that, and I realized how much I was impulsively like buying stuff, especially when it comes to crafting, but not spending as much time doing. And it taught me a lot because I couldn't just like go out and just like buy all those silly things. And it was good that it happened, but it taught me a lot of like valuable lessons, and appreciate things differently. But I've been like thrifting and flipping stuff like for years now, and getting the stuff from like places to like flip, the attachment has changed. Like I definitely I rather see it go. I don't want to see it stay. Like I have like an organized system going on, but the auction stuff was like an intense like rush that I was like, dang, you really like could easily get addicted to this because you win things ish. You're paying for it, but you win a bin, and the adrenaline rush of like getting something good and then like flipping it really well. I honestly felt like it was Storage Wars. The dude that's quiet, that was like gave me information from the beginning, the other guys laughed that he actually talked to me. He like snarked out like one of the ladies, like was like, hey, you don't do that. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, interesting. But the other ones pre-warned me that there would be specific people doing XYZ, and I was like, oh. One of them had an ankle monitor on, and I was like, oh, okay, no judgment. But honestly, you know, I would have never, I didn't guess in the conversation. I never judged, but I was walking around looking at things, and I just happened to look down, and I was like, oh, okay. Anyways, yeah, I'm female. I'm a girl. Good Dutchy Boy is my dog. One of them. I just need to start like recording things that I have to say all the time. But I'm not changing the name. So if you know, you know. If you don't, if you're lost, if you want to start talking trash, you get hidden and you just won't come back. Alright, I'm back to stay at Hooligans. So let me not get lost if there's anything popping off. What up, Tony? Oh yeah, Dante? Yeah, the beach was it was terrible. Thrifting is awesome. I love it because people are so wasteful and don't appreciate things, and it taught me a lot of different things, changing my path of life, I guess. the value is way different. And I also think that, like, overconsumption is real, especially with things that you don't need. A lot of secondhand stuff, like, is so good. Some of it's trash, of course. But if you have, like, the patience to dig, or you are willing to have a treasure hunt, you will find some treasures. That's for sure. I'm doing great, Rosin. How are you? What up, Martin? Tech? No, you're done. Oh my gosh, honey, you already used your wrench? Yeah, I just hide those. Wow, thanks, Tony. I appreciate that. Is it a cup? No. It's like a bowl. It's gonna be a potter. Hello from Germany. What up? Okay, Daniel. Okay, what? Yeah, life has treated me well. It's been like my birthday week, so I've been living it up. Honestly, I've been like just do whatever my heart contents. I don't want to say I'm a homebody, but I do enjoy my home. But I have to like rewire and like change scenery to come back feeling like rejuvenated, you know? I do art. Yeah, I do a lot of things all over the place. This whole table is filled with things. Stay tuned for all the things I will be repurposing. Here I thought I was dwindling down my pile. That's probably why I felt in my soul that I should continue to do the pile that was on the table to be done, because I almost got all of it done, letting it dry and then going back and finishing other ones, etc. And I had this like push to just keep getting it done, but I just like was like, look, you've been doing a lot of it. Like, you take a break. Like, you enjoy your time, you know? And here I just added a bunch, so that's why I was like giving myself pressure. It really is a hard question between the two, MG and Prince. What up, Outlaw Angel? Yeehaw. Russia? Entrepreneur is a funny word. I don't really know what to call myself. I gotta always make money. So I'm just always coming up with like different ideas. Like, maybe people buy my art, maybe they don't. I've done a lot of different collage stuff. I'm trying to do YouTube, clearly. I definitely am always flipping stuff. Like, I just took some art pieces to this gallery, so I'm hoping they sell there. And that's like kind of like easier flipping, because it's like you just drive there and then drop it off. People fall in love with it, they buy it. If it sits for a little while, it sits, but at least it's not sitting here. And I know the person, so that's awesome. I'm like, hey, I have a few pieces there right now, so if all that sold, that would be just amazing. And I did so well on like getting this bend today, that the goal whenever you're flipping, like, especially like, yeah, anything you're flipping, the goal is always make back more than you paid, you know? So that's definitely the goal. And some stuff is trash to people because of XYZ reason, so you could really do a good flip, you know? So you never know. And there's a bunch of that stuff out there. No, and you're done forever. I'm not even vegan. You know, I've been more of like a minimalist than I've ever been, but then when you look at the arts and crafts, that is not. But I value things way differently, because it's an attachment to a thing. When you go, and we spiritually go to the next layer of life, whatever you want to call it, heaven, however, I think that we have to remember we don't take any of that with us, you know? And I don't currently have kids, and I don't even know if they would want any of my shit. I don't want to be like that old lady that they're like, great, get rid of all her stuff, and then they dump me back off at at the Goodwill, you know? I'm like, oh man. And spiritually, I feel energies from things, so like I am more careful like with what I bring home. I know it sounds silly, but I've driven by like thrift stores, like going fishing like early in the morning, it's still dark, and I've seen like lights literally flickering. Like, you've seen videos of that. I've definitely seen it with my eyes. It's wild. I'm just like, I can't even imagine. Oh, that's a no for me. I'm from Nashville. Rat? I don't know if I want to call you Rat. Oh, thank you so much. Goo Goo Gaga, how old are you though? Age check. Gotta do it. Age check. Switzerland Hills. Yeah, a little bit, Tony. But he actually was a really nice guy. I had a conversation with him, and you know, you just leave it at that. I'm not trying to go hang out, you know. But it kind of put in perspective for me, if for anyone that cares. Like, it was like, you know, like sometimes people take a wrong path, and people all can change their life around, you know. Some people are just, I don't know, he was doing his job, doing his thing. So I was like, okay, like, you're not out there committing a crime at this point, so who am I to judge, you know? Very, like, informational as well about what was going on, and like a heads up, and I appreciated that, and I just leave it as that. Obviously, I'm not like, hey, want to go bowling? Like, no. Reply to you after exactly 7 days. I don't know how old you are yet, because I need an age drop in here and get caught up to the chat. But probably, like, my core people, they know that I'm bad with my phone. I wasn't always like that, but that was another thing when I changed, like, my life path. I still have to be connected somehow, because that's not going to happen, and I can't live under a rock. But I definitely, screen time, this is like my screen time. Of course I use my phone. I have to use my phone. We all do. We don't have to, but I'm definitely disconnected when it comes to responding and answering calls and messages. Real bad. Real bad. I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm all about a good secondhand buy. As long as it doesn't, like, look creepy, disgusting, got roach eggs on it. Like, you gotta be looking, y'all. Like, don't go out there just, like, with the blindfold on. Like, take a look at that shit, you know? That's why all this stuff was outside before it came in my damn house. Hell nah. I mean, all of it looked clean, though. Like, a couple of the bins were a little eh. I threw away one of the bins. But 2 of them, they're all fine. I may repurpose them for potters. Or if I do this auction thing again, keep them to keep things organized. Like, if it doesn't fit in these bins, then I don't bring it home. Because that's what's going on in the office as well. Like, if it doesn't fit on my shelf, then it's not coming home. Because you cannot become a hoarder. And flipping online it's like a gamble. Like, it could take a while, and sometimes it may not. And then, you know, like, I also do, like, different, like, meetups and stuff. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's not awesome. Oh, thank you for hiding that. Oh, man. Wow. Holy. Yeah, George is like, hello, everyone. Meanwhile, it's being, like, freaking spammed and ridiculousness. I'm not sure. I'm assuming Tony got to that. But give credit where it's due. I'm trying to catch up. Because holy smokes. Just post some shorts and you'll get enough streamers. How old are you, George? I'm assuming by the name, probably of age, but we'll see. No, this is not AI, Kermit. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second. Wow. Thanks, Mellowa. I don't know who took care of that for me. Simba? What up? Holy shit, they spam the chat. That's what happens when I go on these La La Lands, but that's what these little trolls know what they're doing. But thanks, the only thing that you, I guess, did was rack up my message amount. But still, I prefer not. I'd rather be crickets than that shit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't even know how y'all got a message through. Holy smokes. No karate. My dog's a boy. And he's a good Dutchy boy, Dutch Shepherd. No, it's not. Oh my gosh. That person went ham. Yeah, US. Thank you, Simba. Fuck. Thank you, Simba. I don't know if you're still in here. I was like, shout out to the person. Joe! Did that say Joe? Oh my gosh. Shout out to both of you for holding down the fort. Shit was popping off. What up, Joe? How are you? How are you? I literally have seen so many butterflies this week, and I literally think of you. What's up? What's poppin', girl? Oh my gosh. My voice is a little hoarse, but I still don't sound like a cheerleader. And, I hate repeating it. I'm tired of that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, thank you for hiding that too. Thank you so much. Fuck's sakes. You look like you need to FO. How about that? Yeah, you see my Bigfoot earrings? I wore them yesterday too. Thanks, Minion. Hold on, I'm catching up. Holy fuck. Thanks, Tony. Yeah. Good luck with your research. You should practice on yourself. Oh. Oh, much love and hugs, Jojo. You're the best. I don't know if you're still in here because I'm really late to the party. But you are the best. I always appreciate you when you come in, and I'll probably tell you that every time you come in. They're like, shut up, Dutchy. I'm like, but I mean it. Oh man, that guy was just going in. He's hidden. I don't know if he was hidden before or after that message. Yeah, I know. That one's like, I don't know. Some of them, they try to get really, really creative. And then you see a lot of the same, like, stupid shit, you know? It's like bots. But it's sad because it's like a human. But some of them could try to get creative. Do I paint with Dutch Boy? With my dog? No. No. Love them. I honestly don't think that's safe. No, I don't think that's safe. They are glued to my hip primarily all the time, besides when I'm out here. And the neighbors like to pop up sometimes, and that's pretty annoying. Some of them just let their dogs thrash through, and I just like am super overprotective over like my babies, so I have like mixed feelings about them being out here. And right now I have all this stuff from the auction, so I'm like, no. Until I move all this stuff, they'll literally be right there. And it's pretty warm out here. It's getting cooler now that the sun is trying to go down. Let me not dive off the chat again. Oh wow, this little prick said that shit twice. There was that. Yeah, Simba. Thanks, Ahmed. Yeah, I just straight up hide that shit. I don't know how he got... How did he get through? They can all get the boot. Yeah, Mello. Bella. I don't know, Randy. Each is their own. Yeah, it's like a weird bat signal that goes off. Now, I don't even really want to insult bats. They're not my favorite creature by far, but it's like some weird light that goes off, and then all of a sudden they just like flood in. I think it's like they pick up on things. I don't know. It's definitely an energy. It's weird. No more bee juice. I don't know what you meant, Brooke. How are you doing, Simba? Besides hitting people with your wrench, which I really appreciate. Like, holy shit. These people are gonna let that shit sit there forever. Maybe that's what they want. From Argentina? What up? Yeah. Malawaf. Please join the party. No obligation. But I'm like, yeah, I get lost in these because honestly, I do read the ones that aren't blue because that's how I'm meeting people that are cool, you know, and I care. I want to keep meeting like-minded energies. But it is easier when I see blue that I know that it's not going to be a traumatizing fucking thing that I'm reading. Like, I'm going to get something that gives me a good laugh, good energy. Like, Joe coming in was like, ah, and then I got washed up and just in like, holy smokes, you know? So I really appreciate seeing my blues. And you seem like good vibes, you know? I'm still learning along the way, but whatever. I think BK's still crying out there. Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh my God, that guy went in. What in the holy... Oh my gosh. I love tacos. See, like, things like that, if it's not fucking weird, then yeah, like, let's talk about tacos. Wow. Holy smokes. Yeah, you're done too. I don't know. And some people, like, hold on. See, I don't know if you were talking about the other dude's comments or you were making your own comments, so now you're hidden now. That's just what it is. And I'm pretty good at reading, like, jokes, you know? I can take a joke and stuff. But don't come in here being fucking raunchy. Like, you'll get the fucking boot. I may even cuss you out. Maybe not, because then that's what you want. But you'll get the fucking boot. And it'll be like, psh, done. And really, it'll be your loss. Like, I'm going to toot my own horn. It will be your fucking loss. You know? Oh, some of them are different. Oh, that's cute. It's going to be a bunch of love because there should be love and good vibes in here. Come on now. Oh, I should do a tester. I need to put some soil in there and test it. And my duckies are here. A break from these shenanigans. I like want to chat with my people. I'm like, I should change. I want to meet people too, so that's why I don't do the change to like subscriber for XYZ amount of time. But the trolls will do that too anyway, so. Oh my God, like that? Disgusting. Like, hey, shout out, or not shout out, but listen up, you little raunchy men out there. If you're actually trying to like talk to a woman like that, it's never fucking gonna work for you. And newsflash, you're on the wrong website, and I'm not looking here for YouTube of love, okay? Hey, Kale. I'm all over the place. I'm late to this chat and responding. Do gardening, crafting, laughing, making jokes, telling stories, a lot of doggy stuff, birds. I'm a mixed party hat, and not limited to. Yeah, I'm open to having fun, and not weird shit. Well, yeah, like what is happening, Simba? Save the chickens. Chicken street tacos? Like, is that a place, or you got some from the street? My friend used to call them street meats. 37, I'm not 37. I like how you like think that's a compliment. And it's, oh, Steve, I was like, what the fuck are you saying? And then I was like, oh, okay. It's like, you're lucky to see good stuff when it's just like brain rot. It's like word vomiting, but like text vomiting for these losers. And it's also like they like must copy and paste. It's crazy. Wow, Randall, how did you manage to eat a taco? It's like, what? Someone came in here talking about explosive diarrhea yesterday. You must be cousins. No, I honestly don't wish that upon anyone. Yeah, Kale. I think my energy has been a little chaotic. That's why I've been kind of like free as a bird this week. But I've just been like, I don't know. The YouTube stuff is interesting because I've actually been meeting really cool people the last few days, like on top of my ride or dies. So I've been enjoying that, but it's kind of like a treasure hunt too. Like, I'm like, where's the good people? Where's the good vibes? And the last like month, people have been saying to me like, oh, I come here, I've come to your chat before and just sit back and like watch essentially because of XYZ reason. And I do feel that those people that have said that to me aren't like malicious. So I'm like, maybe you're shy, or maybe you don't know where you should jump into these conversations, but just jump in. Just have fun. No one's gonna fucking judge you, and people can get timeouts and told to calm the F down, I'm not gonna allow that because I want people to feel good here, not judged here, like appreciated. Like maybe these are the conversations you have for a day. Like maybe you aren't like a very social person out, and you don't want to be judged by people out, and you come to the internet. Who knows, maybe we're all here for the same reason, or there's many different things. But as long as you're being a good human, I appreciate people interacting, vibing, because I do find that I am finding a like-minded like chain. I would maybe use a puzzle like analogy of like little puzzle pieces that I feel like I'm putting together of like really cool people. So I do have to weave through some fucking weirdos, like, and I mean extreme weirdos. I don't mean like you're cool and weird, I mean like the real stuff, and my people know, so I don't need to like over elaborate. But if I can just weave through all that, I'm finding some really cool people, and that's priceless to me. I'm enjoying my YouTube journey. I'm trying to obviously still grow, but I really have value in good conversations and good souls, because we can bounce things back and forth and teach each other things, have good laughs, like lift each other up, like You may not want to share what's going on. Maybe you do. Like, we talk. Like, we can all just, like, naturally be us. And that's the most important thing. Now I'm, like, maybe forever behind in the chat. Hello from England. No. That's a no. Hey, Mrs. Simba. What up? Hey, girl. Hey, girl, hey. I'm so late to the chat, so I don't think I wasn't saying hey. Country Fire, man. Yeehaw. I'm gonna go with no on that. What tattoo about? I'm like, do I have tattoos? Maybe I drew these on before I got here. Yeah, I don't know. You should probably have not done that one, Jeff. Am I sober? Yes. I'm high on life. No. Why is it gotta be low-key? I don't need the compliments, though, but I'm like, weird. Men and trying to give compliments, but maybe not. I don't understand. How's the weather? It's great. I thought it was gonna rain, though. We need some more rain. Oh, you made the tacos, and you just called them street tacos. Or is that, like, how you seasoned it? Is it, like, the recipe for street tacos? I could be thinking too much. You both are drinking your whiskey and eating your tacos. Oh, my good lord. Thanks for hiding that too, Simba. Holy. Copy paste saves time. Yeah, it does. Y'all probably have it all in your clipboards. Disgusting. A princess. I'm a queen. Bump you? What do you mean? Maybe later. Oh my gosh. Yours was hidden, so I was like, here we go. And then I was like, wait a minute, that's maybe later. That's hilarious. No, you're not getting bumped. Why would you get bumped? Don't be fucking weird. Congestion? Is that a joke? Actually, do still feel a little bit hoarse. Yes, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much. I should have did a poll. Let me think of one. Thanks, Roberto. Why was that hidden? Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that I just, like, didn't respond to that. Yeah, did you hear what I said? I guess you didn't if you were making a coffee. I was like, no obligation on the wrench, but I just, like, get lost and see reading some of this shit, and, like, people that I've been vibing with and chill with, like, it's, like, a refresher to see, but it's easier to see when you guys are mods. And I feel like there's good vibes happening here. I made Tony a mod yesterday. I was like, you know, that's where I'm at. I made Sharon a mod. I've made a few mods recently, and I haven't modded in a while. But if anything goes sour, I can just remove the mods. But I do not feel that energy. We're just roll with it. No obligations to ever use a wrench. I'll get to it at some point. Sometimes the chat's not, like, super lit like this, like, where it's chaotic and, like, all those nonsense, where we can have, like, real conversations. But if I'm being honest, I still get behind the chat. This is the country in me. I just talk and talk and talk. Yeah, so never any obligations. I I honestly don't really even do timeouts anymore. Like if I did as a joke to BK and he's still crying, but I really don't time out like that. Maybe if I am joking, if they get raunchy and stuff, I just hide them. Thanks, M-Man. Your music video, Dawn? That's cool. Who cares? Tacos are still tacos. I think I'm going to do some brats. Like thinking. Like, the list is long. I have so much stuff. Honestly, like bringing this stuff in over here, I'm like, it's giving me some anxiety. But I did get rid of some stuff already, so that feels good. But I'm getting a little bit of anxiety. I'm like, I did clean a bunch of stuff today, so that felt good because I've been gone and I'm just like, all right, I gotta clean. I feel like my best friend calls me Danny Tanner from Full House, and I'm like, no. But I do clean. My dad was like a clean freak. My mom was clean too, but my dad was like clean freak. So I did get like more of his clean freak side than my mom being more relaxed about things. But everyone has like spots and corners, you know. Can I do push-ups? More so a lot of girl push-ups, but I'm stronger than I look. I don't really, when it comes to like working out, my secret weapon, besides I play basketball a good portion of my life, but my secret weapon is gardening. Because I have bamboo out here and that shit keeps me in shape. For sure. And moving stuff. I'm constantly moving stuff. Like, I am lifting and pulling all the stuff that I packed in my car today. Packed it to the rim. There was this one really, really big piece that would probably, like, be from the floor to, like, here. Maybe even a little bit taller. I couldn't even get it in my car. I ended up giving it to the lady that, I said I need to do this first. I ended up giving it to one of the ladies that I like from the flea market. She was happy. She was hoping that I was leaving more stuff behind. I was like, oh no, I'm taking everything else. Yeah, but mods, there's no obligation. But if the chat does get like the way it has been a little bit recently, like, I'm thankful, like, for live conversations. Like, duh, everyone wants that. But to keep up, it is a little like, oh man, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I don't want to absorb that energy. I'm not gonna, like, work. I'm not gonna do push-ups for a subscribe. If you subscribe, that's awesome. If you don't, you don't. It's fine. I'm weaving through. This is gonna be like my inside jokes to my peeps. Like, weaving through. Let's find some good people. Put it out to the universe. Bless it. No bad energy. And we won't even say if. We will say we will look forward to meeting good, like-minded individuals. Is it one of the wildest chats? I honestly, it gets wild. I don't know what it is. But, like I said before, my chat's been, like, dry before. I don't want to, like, wish that to not... I don't want that to happen, because I do want to meet people. But it makes me value my conversations with my peeps more. It's interesting. It's part of, like, the recipe right now. So I'm kind of riding the wave. I'm like, let's see where it takes me. We shall find good souls, you know, good energy. We never know. We can learn from each other. Purge. Rhodey, what up? What are you asking, Grammars? Oh, I can't. The squirrels. I actually do want to add you too, maybe later. I've been vibing it out. So I don't want to go crazy, but I do appreciate because my mods, I feel like lately, even when I met Sharon for the first time, she was shocked when one of my mods came in. And it's interesting that the chat has been sending in a lot of trolls when the mods aren't in. So I don't know if the mod is a deterrent for them or it's an encouragement at times. I've been kind of like bouncing it back and forth on in my brain of what is this recipe that's happening here. Sounds silly. Yeah, you need a timeout. How long are you looking for? We'll go get is it Chona? Yeah, it is a little hard to keep up. Even, I mean, y'all see me. I don't know how really far behind I am at this point. Like yesterday, I was able to keep up the chat a little bit, and then it just like tons, and then it stopped, and I was like, oh, okay. And then it sucks because when it like stops from all the chaoticness, my peeps leave. So I'm like, damn it, where is the good conversation? Because I feel like almost rude not getting to it in time. But of course, no one can read like all the things. And that's where most of the YouTubers don't, you know? And most of them don't even like have like interactions with the people. But clearly, you know, I don't know. I don't know if people are like mod crazy or not. I don't even know. I probably have like, I don't know. I haven't seen some of my people in a while. But to be fair, I wasn't personally living for a little while. I was just like doing other things because I have to make money also. I have to like formulate things. And sometimes that can come like in waves because I gotta keep it going. So I was like taking like personal breaks and still living like fish tanks or the dogs in the morning and then off to like work around here. And it gets like, I don't know, I poured so much into YouTube and sometimes I feel like it was like, for what? And then you get drained and you take this moment back. And then it's kind of been getting like fun again because I'm cool, you know? I don't think if you've never lived before, and not talking about just like nature or whatever, like personally lived, one, it can be draining. Two, it can be so like rewarding too. And it's also, there's a lot of things like you have to like entertain. And sometimes I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? Am I going to sit and talk? Am I going to get things like accomplished? And I have to like cut out time for that too, because I have to also like do other things. So I don't know. It's like wearing many hats. But ultimately, I enjoy it because you do get a lot of things from living. You get a lot of different interactions, good vibes, good laughs. Like it can be like an outlet, creative expression. Like, I don't know. Anyone's still with me? Yes, it's a peacock tattoo. Yeah, I have shorts on. What the hell? I'm 5'11". God, you're done, dude. Holy smokes. Bama, what up? GDB. GDB in the house. GDB's anchors in the house. He'll be signing autographs after this live, y'all, so stay out back. But not out back here. Hippity hoppity off this property. What up? What just happened? Done up. No. You're done. There, you know, the way that people ask things too, I can pick up immediately if you're a little twat. But you know, I can also read through like maybe like sometimes people want to have like a perception of being like a hard ass or like an asshole, and like that can be funny sometimes, but really like the world doesn't need more of that. It needs like more kindness, and you can joke around and have fun and banter and stuff, but like the way you ask questions shows your whole ass or you're not. Like, it's pretty clear if you're rude or not, and that dwindles down your time here, you know? So maybe people should, like, I mean, I was going to say think before they speak, but sometimes I just say whatever the fuck's on my mind too. But this is like, come on. Come on now. This is like common sense. You wouldn't go up to people in public and say this shit, would you? And I do not want to hear it from anyone. Yeah, I would. I would. No, the fuck you wouldn't. So darty today. I did drink a little bit more coffee than I should have. And then yesterday, or the day before, I drank coffee very late. I have a coffee cutoff. And it's real. And it kept me up, like, before I went to the beach. Oh my gosh. I was so tired. I just could not go to sleep. I was thinking about everything under the fucking star, sun, moon, like, things that just, like, haven't crossed my mind in, like, decades or ever. And I'm like, why? Why? But it was the coffee. But my internal clock, I'm still up so early every day. So it's, like, playing catch up right now. Save the chickens. Always. Yeah, it's like talking to a brick wall. You know, I say what's on my mind, and, like, if I respond, I respond. Like, I don't know. I'm naturally always going to be me. That's never going to change around here. But I do, sometimes I get feisty and I kind of want to tell you, like, to FO, you know? So it just depends on how I'm feeling. And I have to remind myself, too, that these little turd balls literally enjoy this. Or enjoy that. You love mods? Yeah, my mods are the best. My mods should be getting, like, YouTube, like, awards for the shit they've handled the last, like, few weeks in these lives. Really, it's been recently, too. Save the chickens. Yeah, you're in Discord with her? What, on video, Roni? I haven't, like, formally met her through YouTube. But tell her I said hi. Oh, thanks, Mike. I'm not AI. I'm like, do I look like a robot? What up, Benjamin? I remember the Cornwall. Are we really doing math equations? Yeah, the waffle trolls. From the Netherlands. Thanks, Ruben. I was poking holes in these containers and then got distracted because I'm like, I should put some soil in here though, because I don't want to poke a bunch of holes in all these little containers that I got. And then the idea in my head would be a bust because it may be too heavy. They do look a little flimsy, but I'm not attached to them, you know, and I'm not going to sell these. So, I'm like, okay, if not, I'll have to, like, find a new idea. But I'm gonna hope that it works because I did repaint some that look very similar to it. They actually are slightly smaller and they turned out okay, but they're a little bit thicker, I think, than this. So I'm just not sure how the soil is gonna hold up in there yet. And then I got distracted. Tom would say, what, Rhodey? It's exhausting, Bama. Well, you better be taking fucking notes. Get a journal. Your stone ass is probably forgetting every 5 seconds. Don't be switching up words and shit, too. Saying the wrong thing. Salted coffee. You know, Vietnamese iced coffee is real good, but that shit will keep you up for days. I essentially make that in the morning, but I don't, I do have Cafe Du Mont, or not Du Mont. Du Mont is something else in Vietnamese. Cafe, something. But that's what they typically will use for Vietnamese iced coffee. Today's not a blue day, but blue is kind of like my aura color-ish, but it's more, it probably more like chakra. It's like, I do gravitate towards blue a lot. Oh, I'm caught up. Hold on. I was like, am I ever going to get caught up? Bama, why do I hear you saying that? Math equation their ass out of this stream. I was wondering if my neighbor was out there. I'm like, no. Yeah, thanks for hiding that. Yeah, it is a peacock. Hey. They're here. They're like, come on, woman. They hate it, but I have so much stuff out here right now. Too much stuff. And my Belgian's just always like, my Dutch will sniff around too and see what's up, but my Belgian is just like in everything. He's just like, what is all this stuff? And I don't want him to knock over these frames. Yeah, don't get beat up over there, Bama. Met who in Dubai? I've never been to Dubai. Oh, they're Bigfoots. He's kind of like swinging around doing his own thing. Or it can be, I don't think it's a lady Bigfoot because she doesn't have like a flower in her hair, but maybe they don't put flowers in their hair. You imagine there has to be like men, women, and family big feet and foots, right? This stream is just talking. Like me just talking, everybody talking. I would prefer it's not just me talking, but I do a lot of talking. Yeah, you're on the wrong website. Bama's like, it's not OF, but you need to FO. Español un poco el mal, or mal. That's real bad. Jesus. Thanks for hiding that. I thought I was getting... Okay, I am caught up. I'm caught up. Big feets. Big toes. I start calling them big toes. It sounds like hoes. Well, I'm hoping YouTube will be my full-time job. I'm getting closer. But you have to keep climbing. Even if you get monetized, you have to keep climbing. So, it's fine. I pour into other things, so I obviously make money because I would have... I don't know. I'm not where I'd like to be on YouTube yet, but it's fine. I'm enjoying the scenery along the route. You know? Rhodey's like, I'm off the board, y'all. He's like, I'm off the board. Bama too. Both of y'all. Hitched. You're hitched. What up, James? James is cool people. Rhodey and Bama, say hi to James. And Ben. Ben's cool people too. Yeah, I don't know, maybe you're sucking up, but I would like to hope that I can keep growing. It has been interesting like doing different things on the channel and seeing what may have views, what may not get views and stuff. But I will say it does make me feel good that like people listen to my crazy ass. I'm like, maybe I'm doing something right. So I have been trying to live more personally again. Because as mentioned earlier, I enjoy like finding cool as fuck people. That's like irreplaceable. But it's cool to like talk about random things. And not get lost in the swamp of like chaoticness, you know? There needs to be a code name, like when it starts to fucking hit the fan. We need to like have a word where I see it in the chat. It's a reminder to just like get out of that tunnel, because it's like a whirlwind and it just like, whoa, what is happening? Hold on. How's your day, James? And what about you and what about Rhodey and Bama? Do you guys have a good day? Tomorrow's Friday Junior. Yeah, I only speak English. My French is bad too. And I'm not sure, Mark. It varies. It really depends on how much you want to pour into it. I feel like anything, the more you pour into something, it will pay off somehow through the universe if it's meant to be. You know, so I'm a little butterfly. I still pour into other things. And I've just like started feeling more recently as well. Like I did pour a lot into YouTube and I started losing watch hours, and I was like almost close to being monetized and losing all of like my beginner work, essentially. Not knowing what I was doing at all. It was like kind of like I feel like I was like a snail on this race. But it's been interesting because you can't compare yourself along the way, and you can't like feel less than because of a view or not, you know? So I know I'm doing my divine purpose. I'm like, we'll see where it takes me. Keep doing my other stuff on the side. But I'd really like to be potentially like YouTube full time and just a venture. Like honestly, like literally a venture wherever the fuck I want to go. And do whatever I want to do. Repurpose stuff, gardening, fishing, traveling, wherever. But I'm a full-time storyteller. So pull up a freaking chair. Have a seat. Grab some dinner. Maybe breakfast. And buckle up. I am all over the place. I'll tell you that much. Outlaw Angel, how old are you? I am Dutchy. Independent and free. Codename Bigfoot. Maybe it should be, but then, you know, what if we're like, maybe it could be though, because it could be a continuous like conversation starter. Like maybe it bounces the chat back to like Bigfoot. Maybe that could be that, or Big Feet. Could be either one, whatever. But it's like a big feet, you know? Bigfoot. That could be it. That could be it. I think it could be it. Your feet are barking. You better soak them. You better soak them. Yeah, I've been go all week, so I can feel that. I'm actually enjoying just sitting here right now. Yeah, Bama, James is too. Y'all are brothers before you even knew it. He's Roll Tide too, Bama. If I thought you were prying, I would just eliminate it. No, I mean it varies. Like it really does. It varies on watch hours, views, all the stuff. Just depends if people like what you're putting out there. It's really like a recipe. And every creator has their own recipe. There can be some ingredients that are similar to other creators, but you really have your own recipe. So I don't care. Like, there may be algorithms and stuff like that, but I'm just naturally going to keep doing me, not sticking to one thing. Just rolling with it and see where it takes me. And I think that the most important part about being a creator is to have fun with it, you know? Like, even me, like, when I come on the lives, like, believe it or not, I get shy too. So I'm like, just be you. Just be you. It doesn't even matter, you know? Who fucking cares? The right ones will stay, the wrong ones will get lost or go to Sesame Street. James will be down there to rough them up. Yeah, adventure for the win. Buckle up, Buttercup. Benjamin definitely had that comment. Yeah, thanks. That's a no for me. Oh my god. Thanks, Bama. Blah. Shorty. Shoddy. The new Mortal Kombat movie? No. When did it come out? I honestly don't see any movies. So I feel like the worst person to ask about movies, like, ever. Y'all, I never even finished Pulp Fiction. And last year I watched The Truman Show, and the fucking ending was so bad. And I was like, this is why I don't watch movies. You can catch me at night when I'm eating my dinner and going night-night, watching, like, 90 Day Fiancé or something. I do like doc series and random alien Bigfoot stuff. So switch it up, but movies, I don't know. I don't know what's different. Even, like, growing up, I, like, of course, watched Disney, but, like, teenager into, like, an adult, I always fall asleep during movies. So that's, like, why even when I watch TV at night, it even takes me days to watch something because it puts me to sleep. My brain is like, no. Jonah! That's Rhodey's lady. I was like, wait a minute. Am I saying it right? How are you, lady? Thanks for stopping in. I told Rhodey, you better tell her I said hi. I haven't, like, formally met. Yes. Who's the lurker? Oh, you called her the lurker? No, she said hi. She was scoping it out. You leave her alone. She's like, wait a minute. That's actually really funny, Ranjan. I've never heard that. I was like, are you talking to someone specifically, Bama, or... Oh no, it's happening again. Let me catch up. Oh, Bama, I think, is on it. Not to not give credit where it's due. I think it's Bama. Hold on. This idiot's playing scripture over there. I heard a man talking. I was like... Oh, Tony. I don't know if you met Bama either. Bama meet Tony. Tony meet Bama. Bama does not play. And shout out to Bama. Bama was honestly my first mod. He straight up told me you need a mod. And that was before, like, there was, like, crickets in here, you know? But there would be, like, little worms that would come in here and there. But Bama has been around for a while. I just beat my, my year of live streaming. So I'm about at a year and a half. And I was posting shorts before that. So I had no idea. I was like, what's a mod? I was like, I need a who? And Bam was like, nah, I don't play. He don't play. He tells you how it is and where to fucking go if you need to be booted on out. Poor James and his countdown. I told you, man, James, like, commented on my stuff and was like, Rebel put me in a timeout. And I was like, not them Sesame Streets and them 1, 2, 3s. James is actually really cool, though. I don't know. James is like a little butterfly. How old am I? Wouldn't you like to know? I would say, guess how old I am, but I don't know. I don't know. I may leave this chat crying. You're beautiful, Chona. How's it going? Yeah, you're always welcome here. I would say a friend of Rhodey's, but your Rhodey's lady is always welcome here. Same with Mrs. Simba. I love when the ladies are here because, honestly, my guys hold it down. Ride or dies. Appreciate y'all. You know, appreciate you. But I need some more lady friends, you know. I need ladies that pick each other up, you know, like literally girls. Women be catty, man. And I'll get real sassy too. I don't fucking play with that shit. Like, I'm just not good. Do not bring the fucking nails out because I just will rip them off. So, doesn't know. Yeah, this fucking idiot is playing scripture, like the loser that's creating all the issues in the neighborhood. And I'm like, it doesn't matter how much of that you listen to, you're still a demon. I would like to think that people change, but that's not gonna wash your sins. I don't know. What is Karma Sutra? I actually don't know. I've heard of it, but I'm like, what is that? And I actually may regret saying that. Yeah, man, you're holding down the fort. I'll do the work too, y'all. I don't want you to feel like you literally have to, like, protect my channel. I never want anyone to feel that. I genuinely mean that. And I'll get to them. I think it's like, maybe I was used to crickets for so long. And not only that, it's like you'll still get eliminated at some point. Like, you're not going to just, like, get away with saying the shit like they think. But thanks for hanging out and viewing my video, giving me views, and eventually be putting money in my pocket. So it's like, thank you, but F you, you know? Sesame Street. I don't even want to call him Sesame Street because James isn't Sesame Street. Maybe I'll let him pick what character. I said I'll be Big Bird, but Big Bird's a boy, so that's not what I need to do around here, right? What are the other ones? I don't even know who the other one is. James is like not like Birdie. Is it Birdie? That's a good guess, Taro. Is it Taro? I love Taro, though. Like, Taro. Love it. I was like, that was wrong. Taro. Love Taro. Oh my gosh, I need to get some food from Chona. I'm sure you can cook so fucking good. Like a sheet of plywood. What does that even mean? What does it even mean? I'm sure it's an insult, but like, really? You start roasting? We're roasting like a fire around here? Let me see your profile picture. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street, James? Hold on. It's gonna be like, hoo-doo-hoo-doo, and then we summon James, and then James will come in. He's gonna hear this. He's gonna go like a little, like, Bigfoot in his ear. It's gonna be like a little twinkle in his ear. It's gonna be like, Bigfoot's calling. Make sure you answer. And he's gonna be like, I need to go to Dutchie's stream. And all of a sudden he comes in and he's just like, I was told to come here. You know, he could be listening and come in and say these exact things, but I would still go with it and be like, oh my God, you know, because it's James. He's actually really cool vibes though, for any of my peeps in here, like my ride or dies, you know. James is actually really, really cool, and I think he may get a wrench because Bama put him in timeout, and I told Bama not to time him out. I was like, James is like doing some magic right now to like blow up the message count for YouTube. And all of a sudden my chat went fucking nuts when I came back to live, because I wasn't personally living. I was like out of the live, and he was doing a countdown to my return, and I saw it on my computer or my other phone, and I was like, I jumped into the chat, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pop back in, and I was like rushing around here to finish out what I was doing. I was like, I'm gonna pop back in before 1, and I knew that I was before it, and he literally didn't even get to the end of the countdown. He did like a 300 countdown. The poor guy was typing out every fucking one. And literally, I told Bama not to time him out. Because anyone else, Bama would have gotten rid of them at like $2.99. Bama's fucking got some spidey senses for sure. And he would have timed them out from the rip. But I was like, don't time him out. And he did some crazy, like, you know, magic, build up my my message count. But then my live was popping. I was like, oh shit. But then he got timed out. I felt so bad, because when he came back, I was behind in the chat like 30 years. For anyone that cared about any of that, but I did feel bad for James. A Waffle House at night? What is my favorite? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Waffle House is here? Oh, shit. Where's Popeyes, too? Give me some Popeyes. But if I'm being honest, like, I make them at home now because, like, Waffle House really isn't, like, great for you. But I love me some Waffle House chocolate chip waffles. Oh, my gosh. Or, like, you know, with some bacon and some sausage, some eggs. I'm doing the whole thing. It's not like a grand slam because that's Denny's, but it's like whatever that is at Waffle House. You know, when I lived in Tennessee, I went to Waffle House a lot. A lot. How's the weather in Chona? Probably hot as hell. You're going to have to literally, like, keep Rhodey cool. You got to keep him young and cool. And you gotta stay cool, too. Yeah, I didn't see the video. I went to the video, and I saw that you put that, and I was like, oh my gosh, Bama. It's like bee juice. You can't be bee juice in it. I thought the person in your chat was. It said Tink or something, and I was like, is that her? I'm in the U.S. Oh, Jesus. Bro was summoned by Bigfoot. Like, legit, Tony. Where is James? Like, James, you were being summoned by Bigfoot. Hooda-hooda-hoo! And for some reason, the hooda-hooda-hoo is gonna be, like, the summon call. But it also reminds me of Hootie and the Blowfish because of probably the Hootie-hoo. But I love Hootie and the Blowfish. Honestly, I like some Darius Rucker, but I didn't even know he was who he was. I just thought he was Darius Rucker, you know? So when I was like, oh shit, he's from Hootie and the Blowfish? He came into the chat later. I couldn't remember if it was the next day or whatever, and he was looking for you. He was like, or it was the same day. He came back later in that live and looking for you, but then he came back the following live the next day or something, and he was like, where's Bama? He's like, I won't get him. It's so funny. I'm like, leave him alone. He's Sesame Street, count his 1, 2, 3s. I know some German words, but no, I don't speak German. He did get the 7. Harches, what up? Actually, I thought he got the 13. And then when I read back on the chat, I was so shocked that Bama got to him because I was like, no! I was like, you should let him ride it out. But he did some boogity boogity on the chat, and honestly, I got quite a bit of views that day. I was like, okay, James. Okay. Because I think it's like an eye thing. Like, if a chat looks like it's like popping and stuff, I feel like people are more likely to come in, and you do have to start like weaving through the trolleys. But yeah, it definitely did some like magic. I feel so bad for him. He put his little heart and soul into typing every single fucking number. I would, if I was counting down at 300, I would have given up. So I was like, poor guy. Anyone else would have been eliminated. Anyone else doing that shit would have been eliminated. And even with my like theory behind of like messaging and stuff, like I would prefer to have like genuine conversation. I don't want people coming in here doing that. But James had like good intention behind it. Oh yeah, he could still be called Sesame Street. Double S. He's like ABCs. Easy as 1, 2, 3. He's like going to find Bama. Like literally. I could see him. He's like walking down like Sesame Street Ave right now. Saluting you. One finger salutes. Why do I need to be plywood though? Like I'm all about country stuff, you know, but I don't really know if I get the plywood. Yeah, how are you doing, Harchaz? You find any Bigfoot bodies wash up on shore? Yeah, don't be doing none of that voodoo. Wit Festival? Is that like EDM? What kind of music is that? No. I do have some pina colada. I had a little pina colada left, and I've been literally treating that like I've never drank before. Oh. I'm so glad you came in, Chona. I'm saying your name right. You shut up. Wazam. Done. Those kill me, though, because it's like, keep it fucking moving, bro. Love some Hootie. What up, James? You're still here? You're the other James. I was actually... Okay, James. There's 2 James. We've got Sesame Street, and then you're Outdoors James. So, that's funny. You're probably like, James. Like, I wasn't talking about you, though. Not to say that we're, like... You're not cool enough to talk about. But I was talking about Sesame Street. And I feel bad calling him that. I gotta make sure that's okay with him. Bama's like, I do whatever the F I want to do. But I'm all like, me too. But, like, he's cool. So, like, I want James to not feel made fun of. Thank you, Jonah. Oh, my good Lord. Woo-da-woo-da-woo! Yeah, that would be, like, sort of how you spell it. I'm assuming, Tony. Terry Hatcher, who the fuck is that? Oh, the Desperate Housewife? She is very pretty. Thanks. That's her, right? I'm like, wow, that's a compliment. I don't look like her at all. I'm like, oh, shit. He had to come in. I told you, Bama. You gotta listen to me, too. I told you. Like, you're unhinged sometimes. I couldn't deal with a bunch of Bamas. No, I'm just kidding. They really would just, like, knock people the fuck out all the time. What's up with the YAR? Drive home safely. Don't text and drive. Yeah, the FO, you know? You're like, back to you. Is there a new Spider-Man movie? Oh, I'm caught up. I'm caught up. Yeah, I'm like, bless your heart for listening. Bless y'all's heart. How tall is Bigfoot here? Are you calling me Bigfoot or I don't know. Unhedged or are you a hedgehog? That's hilarious. What is everyone doing for the weekend? I probably can guess what you're doing, Pamela. I'm actually going to get some water real quick, though. I catch up with the chat, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need some water. This was also in my, in one of the bins that I got. There's still like a little sticker on it. Hold on. But this was perfect. It was in one of the bins that I got. I only got one bin today, but it came with bins, like, with stuff in it, and then there were frames on the side of it. But I painted this forever ago. I'm like, Gary's got a big brother. This is Triple G Gary, y'all. It's got some mushrooms. Because who doesn't like mushrooms? I think I'm gonna maybe put some soil in here and see where it goes. Yeah. Maybe go to a cookout. See, I told you I knew what you were doing. No, you don't tell me what to do. Well, that sounds cool. You're into cars too? You'll never guess what my first car was. My worst breakup ever. Truly, I'm still like broken over it. And it's been over 10 years. It's actually been like 11 years. Okay. I think it's going to be great. It'll be fine. I was worried it was going to be like a little too flimsy. No, they're definitely not like wearing like pew pew vest, you know. But it'll be secure, it'll be fine. And then I'll plant these. This was also in the bin. I thought these were kind of cool. Little sand dollars. Right. So continue what I was doing. I didn't want to poke holes in all these, and then it wasn't going to work out the way I wanted. And I'm probably not going to do all of them. We'll see. See how it goes. But there's like, I have some cinder blocks, and then there's a little open space, and then my garden bed. So I kind of want to fill that open space on the bottom backside with like maybe flowers, starter seeds to move to the bed later. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Spearfishing. That sounds fun. I've never done spearfishing. That sounds fun. What have you caught spearfishing? Getting into water is always a plus. Do you celebrate Memorial Day there? No, it wasn't a Mustang. It almost was a Mustang. I thought I wanted a Mustang. I'm glad that I didn't. I was just like, thought I wanted a Mustang at like 16, 17. It probably would have been a junker, but no, I had a 1988 300ZX. My pride and joy. I actually had 2 of them at one point. I used to love me some car shows. I still do every now and then, but a lot of them are just like people doing some wild stuff. It's not like even really good vibes. It's just like chaoticness because it's a lot of ego. A lot of ego. But I definitely have a little need for speed. Freezing? Like how cold? The name alone is like a no for me. Talk about energy. So there'll be a car show for Memorial Day weekend. Ooh, this one's cracking a little bit more than I would have liked, but it's fine. I probably will lay low. I think I'll maybe, like, debating if I still got some shrimp that I froze back over from fishing because I thought I was going to go again the next day, but I was just so drained. I was like, no, I need to stay back and do some stuff. But I don't know. I think I want to get back out there before. Maybe I'll go on Friday. I was debating tomorrow, but I'm not sure. The place that I went to for the auction today is doing clothes stuff tomorrow, and I don't know if I want to check that out. I really, like I said earlier, Tony was like, yeah, the hooligans, but I don't really want to be around the hooligans. You know what I mean? Oh, that's cool. You gonna be in the parade? You could YouTube it. Sounds like fun. Someone's over there. Of course. I didn't even think about there would be parades. Like, duh. When you're a kid, the parades were like the best. I always loved free candy. And if we're being honest, I still love free candy. No. And confused by your name. It must have been the Bigfoot calling, y'all. Hold on. Maybe later is like, wait a minute. Thanks, I appreciate it. You know, I don't mind if people ask in like a polite way because of the name, because I understand at this point. But I also know that it's like insulting. Like, I'm not fucking dumb, you know? And it is sad, but we do live in a world that things are all over the place. But I clearly don't look like a fucking man, so I really feel like it is just insulting. But you could genuinely be asking because of the name. But it's like, come on now. Look at my channel, and you shouldn't be going into people's chat that way anyway. Stick around and listen, and if you open up your fucking ears, then you'll tell, you know? Oh, you're coming up to winter? That's crazy. So what are your summers like there? That's crazy to go like swimming. Are you nuts? Oh, hold on. Are you nuts? Okay, oops, sorry. Is that really the village name, James? So I was like... Okay, you really don't have anything else, like parks or anything? Have you ever looked on, like, surrounding, like, meetup things, like, of what to do? Because maybe there's, like, groups and stuff that also, like, don't want to be bored and have, like, hobbies they do together. Excuse me? I'm just gonna leave that one alone. Oh my gosh, and it ran? That's amazing. You were literally in the parade. I was making jokes, but I was like, maybe you were in the parade though. So that's actually pretty cool. Oh yeah, they definitely like to trigger. 100%. I'm not oblivious to it. Jonah! I'm so glad that you stopped in, Jonah. You're always welcome here. I know we just met, but much love and hugs. Oh my good lord. I'm gonna need you to get the F out. Okay, thanks. Oh, hold on. Oh, I was like, oh, I'm sure there's some jokes. I was like, I don't think that was a typo. I was like, oh. Wait, and then YouTube didn't hide it, but that's probably because they're like, we know about it. We'll let them slide this time. No jokes in there. No pun intended. That's interesting. So what do you do? Just work all the time? I know you said you do your plants and you go fishing. How close is water to you? It means you just need to go fishing more. That's really funny. I'm sure the jokes are ridiculous. I wouldn't be able to hang. I would not be able to hang. You're like, where am I gonna live? Oh, this is the one. This is the one. Hilarious. I thought I was gonna use this as, oh, whoa. And this is why I just have to be careful of things. It's awful. I have like a few knives in my kitchen that I just trust myself using, because I've like gotten better at using them. Anything like sharp should just not be in my hands. I don't know, let me skedaddle. I need to eat my dinner. Been real, y'all. I've actually really liked that it's like simmered down. Like, I honestly was feeling like the anxiety from that earlier. And it would be like, it'd be different if the mass majority of the chats weren't like, I don't know, disgusting, you know? So I really value the people that aren't disgusting in here more than you will ever know. Truly. Yeah, I'm sure of it too. Honestly. It does wonders for the mental health. Wonders. I feel like that's a lot of people's problems, is like they're stuck like on technology and stuff. Like, at least being out here, like, personally, like, on live does make me feel, like, more tranquil, like, about any weirdness that comes in here energy-wise, because it's just, like, a release, and it's, like, the wind takes it away. It's, like, honestly, the wind may be controlling this shit, you know? It's wild. Don't listen to me. Yeah, like, Michigan Lake, right? 20-30 minutes, that's nothing, man. You gotta get out there. For me, I have to drive, like, almost an hour to most places. That's worthwhile. I don't really like freshwater fishing. It's not really my thing. I'm not anti, but I do want an opportunity of potentially catching something I can eat or want to eat, and I'm not really like a freshwater fish person. Depends. Is tilapia freshwater? Because I think that would be the only one. Hong Kong, what the fudge? Where have you been? I didn't even read what you said. I was like, is that? And I was like, it's Hong Kong. What up, dude? Wow, you're like one of my first peeps, too. Like, you're like up there. That's crazy. What up, dude? And Baywatch. What are you talking about? Like, Bubbles? Oh my gosh, or my live. I'm like, no Baywatch here. I'm like, you did not. I was wearing red. Was I? It was like orangey and pink. So it wasn't Baywashed. What up, though? I'm like stunned. Wait, you're a Gemini too, right? Like, happy almost birthday? Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, James. But remember when we pour back into ourselves, like we pour back into like our hard work even better and more. So you have to take like that moment of time to like recoup and rejuvenate and recharge, and then that also has to be like soul filling stuff too. It can't be all work and no play. I know we live in like societies that make us robotic, and most of the time we're on this hamster wheel. Like, that was one of the things where, like, when I wanted to go like this entrepreneur route, I wanted to get off the hamster wheel, because we don't really know who ourselves like are, because we're so consumed with like a 9-to-5 or a strict like routine that's a lot of work and really not much play. And then you're 2 days off typically you would have a week. You literally are resting or catching up on all these chores typically. So do you have time to pour into your soul? It's sad. It's sad. And then we all get to our golden years and we're all like fucking ready to like not climb up mountains and enjoy sceneries and shit. Like, you have to like literally, all right, Somebody taking us up to the top, because you're not going to be able to fucking go rock climbing. I mean, unless you're fit and ripped and like in good shape, which I hope I will be in my 80s, right? You definitely, like, it's sad that like we live and work so hard to, like, I don't want to say croak, because I do believe life continues and stuff, but to make humor out of it, you know, we work so hard to just croak. It's wild. You get there and you're like, did I enjoy life the way I wanted to do it? Did I do everything I wanted to do, you know? It's confusing. What the heck, Hong Kong? Thanks, Ian. I was like, Smitty. I'm like, preach. Just, you know, just speaking the soul stuff. Because when I got off the hamster wheel, it was scary because you have to still, like, make life work, you know? But it was a lot of, like, learning, like, myself. Like, all the things I'm like, oh, and when I have more time or when I'm off next, like, and, you know, I felt like I never had time to, like, soul fill. And then when I had more time, it was kind of like, what do I like to do? Because I've always been the arts and crafting person. Like, that's never, like, not been a thing. But to be able to, like, pour into my dreams of, like, what makes me happy and, like, what is enough, and I don't know, like, what makes you happy that's not just money, you know? It's a wild concept. And it is pretty sad because, like, society makes you feel like even if you're doing really well, especially because there's always someone that's worse, and we have to remember that to stay humble as well. But even when you are doing well, it's like you're never doing enough. So it is pretty, the world's pretty effed, you know? Thanks, Coat. Yeah, so you need to, like, literally make time while it's warmer. Because when the warmth goes away, you're going to be like, man, I wish it's humans. Like, when it's not the way it was, then you're just like, we're bitching, you know? And so it's like, we got to take advantage of, like, the warmth while it exists. And then, you know, it will be brutally hot and we'll complain and wish it was a little bit cooler. Ooh. I, like, heard my mallard out there. It was like, sound like the girl. Hold on. So we gotta, like, take advantage of warmer weather before it's freezing again, you know? From the shop. Yeah, get some milk and bread. Holla. I'm about to get out of here soon, too. I'm like, I have, like, a list of things. I started chopping up the list today, but I was out for a good portion of the day earlier, so I've been just like, go, 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 go. A hamster? I could have been a hamster in a past life, but I don't think so. I saw a thing at the store today that said a mermaid lives here, and I thought about getting it. Hold on. Yeah, storing cards because of the rust, right? And you're gone forever. I'm like, what does that mean? I read it and then it was like the universe was like, don't read this. And then Mellowuff, like, hit him with the wrench, and I was like, oh, okay. I appreciate it. I was like, what is he saying? Is it bad? I'm lost. Yeah? Are you gonna go pick her up? Or she drives? Or she's gonna fly? Hamster. Hamster wheel. Okay, I was like, hamster? Yeah, hamster wheel of life. Like, you know, where the government just wants us to all work our asses off to supply their needs, you know? That's what I meant. Hold on a second. It was like, hamster? Sorry. I'm like, butterfly, butterfly. Wow. It would be great to never read a message from you again. Which is awful, because then that's another, like, rabbit hole of, like, forever buying cars. So awful. Could you just pick up and move, or do you have, like, investments there? Maybe later, why aren't you talking? That's hilarious. You're so funny. You're just, like, not with this shit either. You're like Bama, but Hawaiian. It's pretty funny. He's like, no. Not today, okay? Yeah, I wouldn't be able to handle all the snow all the time. I said that before. I just like to be able to, like, dip out. Oh no, I make fun of even the comments. I'm just like, wow, you were dropped in the head several times. I honestly get a more laughs than I'm ever gonna be, like, offended. When I started living on this channel, the boy stuff was bothersome, but then I'm like, come on now. It's the freaking name. You don't look like a boy. Fucking relax, you know? But it doesn't matter, like, what your name is, what you look like, what you talk about, what you do. There's always going to be those little maggots of the earth that have nothing to live for, really feel this XYZ feelings about themselves, so it's really just a projection. And you can't win them all anyways, so it doesn't even matter, you know? When I get off here, I don't cry myself to sleep. That's guaranteed. What are you out there looking for him? You literally were making your rounds. I know it. Well, that's good if you love it. Then you just have to, like, still cut some time for, like, your personal soul uplifting experience, and then keep kicking ass at work, you know? I know it's bread and butter, so you have to have it. And it can suck when it does have you like a sinker. But you can make the best of it. It doesn't have to be, like, miserable, you know? Who wants to go to work and be, like, miserable every single day? And who knows, like, who may need, like, your positive energy there. Even when I was working, like, 9 to 5, like, jobs and stuff, I always, like, would tell myself that, like, okay, look, you go in there dragging your feet and hating life, then it's only going to be worse, you know? But to also just remember that you are there to collect your coins and go the fuck home, pays your bills, and you still are a human. You take off that work suit and you literally, like, still deserve to, like, not just go to sleep, you know? You don't have to be sorry. I know you busy. I know you're out there signing autographs. Like, don't be news anchoring for nobody else's fucking channel now. But I know you out there signing autographs. I get it. You're just like, hold on, ladies. You got your sunglasses on. The lights are flashing. And you're, like, sitting there like, Sesame Street. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Save the chickens. Bark, bark. No, I'm not. And you are modern FO. Dun, 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 dun. Nah, Sesame Street didn't come in. He's still crying, Bama. BK's crying too. BK tried to say some sick shit yesterday, and I put him in a timeout. Wolfie too. I know you're still out there, Wolfie, and you haven't talked. This is me shouting you out. Is that a party? No, dude. Yeah, thanks for just, you're hidden for good. Like, that's a no for me. What? Are those fake tears? Are those fake tears? I know they're fake tears. Sesame Street. Easy as 1, 2, 3. My voice still sounds like a dying horse, but... Little doggy, yo. Come on, boy, I gotta take the shower now. Hold on. You say hi? How you doing? Yeah, he's out here sniffing already, just like I said. He's like, what's all this new stuff out here? He's like, what did mom bring home? Get out of there, boy. Yeah, exactly. Come on. Literally, called it. He's like in everything. A little booger. Yeah. Out here in the strawberry fields. Oh my good lord, you're fucking done, dude. Do I have anklets? Like the bracelets for your ankles? As long as you're not asking if I have kinkles. Yeah, animals over most majority humans. I usually care for the humans that also like the animals. That's 100%. Absolutely agree. I seen something. What was it? Oh, hold on. I'm burying strawberries. It was like, I'd rather be with my dog right now or something. Basically along the lines of what you just said. Like, yeah. Humans are a lot. But I also am I have like stages. I'm like a butterfly, and then I have to like retreat and just like recharge and like not be around any humans. But then I also do like humans because I do feel like I have like this divine purpose. So I do like humans, so it's confusing. Oh, check out my strawberries right now. I got one over here. I got one over here. This little guy. This one. They like grew overnight. Like, this is crazy. I just came out here yesterday and like checked my... Oh, there's one right here too. This one's a little busted though. I'll probably go back in. Oh, this one is so cute. Literally gonna go ahead and take these guys so nobody does in the night. Oh, this one is the cutest. Yeah, no autographs. Literally. They are getting a little too much sun right now. It's kind of sad. I'm gonna put this one back in the garden. Just do a little berry. I should be slicing them to get more seeds from that, but it'll be fine. I just kind of like let nature do what it wants to do for the most part. Oh. Damn it, I think that was a pepper. I thought it was a weed. I wear my sunglasses at night. That's hilarious. That's inspiring. It sounds like a great hoodie. What, off the strawberry? Yeah. Well, these are like little babies. Look at them. They've been kind of turning the last couple days. A little burnt. I gotta pull these soon too, my little cilantro seeds. And that will free up that section, but I'm trying to grow peppers. A lot of different stuff popping off over here. Okay, I think I got all the little birdies for now. I need to come out here in the morning and clean up though. Look, there's some more growing though. They popping off, boy. Look at that. That one looks a little funny. It was like a peach strawberry. I still haven't gotten any cucumbers. That one is not successful. But my carrots started to flower, so you know what that means. Yeah, I see the bad leaves. I'm like, you gotta go. You're hurting the crop. But I do have some little bit more cherry tomatoes growing. They're like the cutest fucking things ever. Look at them. They're just so cute. And my little flowers, because you gotta have stuff for the pollinators. Look, this is like my other. Come on. No. How did you get, your leg is hurt because you're doing that shit. And now your leg's getting better and you're back up to the shit. That's why he beat your ass. That's why. Come on. Hold on. I'm gonna feed them real quick. Hold on. Shit's popping off because she's my regular and I don't allow that. A little shit. I like rehabilitated him and letting him chill out up here, and he started fucking causing problems again. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, he's still limping. And I'm like, how are you still limping, causing problems, yo? I appreciate that, James. I'm still learning. My strawberries survived quite a bit, though. They actually were in a different spot, and I moved them, and they survived, so that was enough to keep me happy. Hold on. Let me feed the ducks. BRB. Jeez. He ran her off. Come on. Little jerk. And especially not to. So I broke my sprinkler hose the other day. Got a new sprinkler sprayer hose. And then I have to fix it. Well, my freaking hose, like, just popped a hole in it. My hose popped. I've never had that happen before. Come on. He's like running down here. He's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, come on. Come on. He's sweet though. He's such a good like man. Like he doesn't like to leave her side. Look at him. He's like, I really want some seed, but meanwhile this one's stirring up little problems over here, boy. These are like the best tomatoes I've ever grown though. Hands down. For real. Okay. Alright, boys and girls. But really men and women, because you need to be of age in here always. You hear? I am off. I need to get out of here. I'm gonna eat some dinner. It's been a good chat. Good chat, James. Good chat, BB Leader. Good chat, Bama. Tony. BK. Shout out to you because you're gonna need some tissues because you're still crying. And all my peeps. Tom, Joe. Joe came in here today. That was so special. She got like swept up under all those trolls though, which is no fun. But always a special treat to see my Brit sister from another mister. Simba, you like, hey, what you doing, boy? I appreciate you holding it down, Simba. Tell Mrs. Simba I appreciate her holding it down too, just because you guys are the MVPs. Yeah, everyone have a good evening. When I was like your audio tape, all the wild things popping off. I appreciate you holding down the chat earlier. It was buck wild. Yeah, Outlaw Angel, you didn't tell me how old you were earlier. Next time. I'll be back tomorrow, y'all. You know, the typical. I appreciate all my people. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. Stay hydrated. Eat some good food. Have some good drinks. Drinks could be, you know, just some Kool-Aid. Whatever. The blue jacket. I was like, what? I was like the bug? I'm like, do y'all call the blue jacket? I'm like, you're now part of the magical misfit band. We're all a bunch of misfits that fit around here. So welcome. No lurking. You're just hanging out like Homer Simpson. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of like all over the place right now. Usually during the week is like morning and I'll do evening live or afternoon lives. But I'm a wild card. So stay tuned, y'all. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll maybe leave the chat up for a little while if people want to chat, but until next time, I've turned into a pumpkin. But for real, y'all, thank you so much. See you later, alligators. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're using the bread to lure Tony. He's like, you see what happened was. Oh my god, it looked like you said sweet Tony. I'm like, are you calling him words of endearment now? Greetings, Sharon. I'm on mute. I'm in all the chat.